Oh, take a look at these good people doing good things to help a sea giant. This is video of volunteers returning a 600-pound sunfish to the sea.
That's awesome and quick action.
Oh my gosh, look at that. You wonder how they can get him off the
I
truck.
know.
He's so big. Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
big fishy. Yeah.
Be free.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, that's
Love it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to give you a great example of what we love to do on this show, and that is highlight the unsung heroes among us all. Welcome to Afternoon Focus. I'm Julie Grant.
And I'm Alexa Liaco in for Rob Nelson. We want to keep it rolling with some more stories from the top of our feed. And a Michigan family is probably going to change the settings on their phones after this one.
Oh yes, the family was very confused when nearly $1,000 worth of food was dropped off by delivery after delivery at their front door. Turns out their 6-year-old son was the culprit. He accidentally placed the Grubhub orders while he was playing on his dad's phone. There's the little guy, isn't he cute? Well, the parents used the incident to teach their son about a very expensive lesson regarding money and excessive Grubhub orders.
Yes, oh my gosh. I read he got some ice cream, chili cheese fries, tacos, and $400 worth of pizza, which, little man, I'm on your team. Let's go.
Yeah, he was ready to throw a party. Mom and Dad, I mean,
just wanted a quiet Tuesday night.
Cough up the money for that big bill that little Junior ordered on the phone. Yeah, I guess it's like, I don't know, maybe teach your kids which apps are off limits.
Yes, or
which are the games to play with, the videos to watch, and don't order anything that's
no
charge
food.
my credit card.
Yeah. Well, we like trying to let you know about things that could help your family save money too. So look into this. Frontier Airlines is offering a summer travel pass. The company says that for $399, the flights would take place between May and September. You'll need to pay for fees and check bags, so double check those details. But flight prices are so expensive, so this could be a good way to actually get to a bunch of places over the summer.
Yeah, I've actually never flown Frontier.
Oh,
have you?
Well, you are blessed then. It's sometimes a rough experience, I'm not going to lie. But I've had good experiences with Frontier. When my fiance and I did long distance, that was the cheapest way to get back and forth quickly. So we were Frontier Airlines' best customers, and it worked out. So, you know,
that's
Frontier
good.
can make it happen, but sometimes the seats squeeze you a little tight.
Well, extra room is needed. I hear you. Don't we all wish airplanes could be bigger, right?
Yes, please.
Well, our next story solves 2 problems with one solution. The price of gasoline, we know, has helped drive demand for hybrid and electric cars.
And that leads to the potential problem down the road. What happens when those cars and batteries need service? Our friend Marie Cornell takes us inside a unique classroom that might have the solution.
Let's talk about a hybrid vehicle.
Victor Solano has always been interested in cars.
Does this get connected? See, you got it connected.
Yeah. Even at a young age, he's paid attention to how they look and how they work. And he's pursuing that passion and beyond at Southwestern College.
Pretty advanced here. That's fantastic.
Where he's enrolled in their new automotive program that focuses on hybrid, electric, and alternative fuel technologies.
I don't want to finish just working on cars. I want to the next step of that, maybe, you know, an engineering type of thing, you know, and I wanted to start here get a better understanding of like how vehicles work in the first place.
We got different generations. Some are a little bit older. These are brand new. Like this one's a hydrogen.
The head of the program, Brian Palmater, says it's the first of its kind type of program in the county.
You're going to tear apart that car, but we are. We're going to take them completely apart.
Providing hands-on experience from interactive modules to actual cars.
I believe this is technology that students need to learn about to be successful out there in the industry. That's the ultimate goal, is to get them good jobs that pay well.
The future is changing, and we have to change.
All right, good stuff there going on in that classroom.
Yes, definitely going to be the way of the future, so we're all going to have to be looking into that soon.
All righty, friends, time to get the popcorn ready. We want to bring you a few quick stories that are just fun to know. And we start off with celebration that we saw this morning in Pennsylvania for Groundhog Day.
Woohoo! First of all, it's fun to know that February 2nd is Groundhog Day because it falls at the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, meaning it's the exact middle between the two 2 seasons. And while Groundhog Day has been celebrated since 1886, it wasn't until Bill Murray showed up on the big screen that Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, that the town really grew as a tourist destination. And since the movie's release 30 years ago today, crowds as large as 30,000 people have gathered to party for the prediction. It's also fun to know the movie was actually shot in Illinois.
Yes, and also fun to know the actor who plays the mayor is Bill Murray's brother in real life. And the list of could-have-beens for the role that Murray landed reads like a who's who of Hollywood good guys. Tom Hanks, Michael Keaton, and Steve Martin all in the running.
That's amazing. Hanks and Keaton turned it down, and director Harold Ramis thought Martin, along with John Travolta and Chevy Chase, were too nice to pull off the character. I think Bill Murray could be nice too, but he was perfect.
Sure.
I mean, that movie would not be the movie without him.
Yeah, you think of like the Scrooged persona. Did that, stick in those casting agents' minds or something? Who knows? And actually, his brother was in that movie too, in Scrooged. So
oh my gosh,
apparently his brother,
they like to star together. I love it. All in the family.
And for anybody wondering, little Phil did see his shadow today. So that means 6 more weeks of winter, according to his prediction.
And this is the 3rd year that that's happened. So come on, Phil, we gotta change up the vibe here.
Yeah.
We like spring. I'm done with the winter.
Yeah. Well, I've got a question for you. Who thinks Phil is adorable? Because like I do, when I see those guys up at, what do they call it, Hobbler's Knob, holding him, he's so cute. Since it is Thursday, we thought little throwback Thursday for you all. I shared a couple pictures with our producers. I have gotten up close and personal with some adorable groundhogs. This is not Phil. This was a sweet rescue that I got to meet when I was in North Carolina and worked for Fox 8 TV station. Love the people there. And there was a wildlife rescue organization locally that would take in injured animals and rehabilitate them. And this sweet little guy there, and there's actually 2 of them. I'm not sure which one I was holding and which one was, you can see the one below, the one eating the carrot.
Oh my goodness.
They were just precious. My mom was so mad at me for holding him, Alexa, because she's like, I can't believe you held that groundhog so close to your face. What if he would bite you?
Yeah, they seem snuggly.
I know, and I didn't even think about it. Like, I'm such an animal
Yeah,
lover.
you're like,
I know you are too.
Yes.
Yeah, like I really, the only animals I run from are like snakes and spiders. Everything else, like, come here.
Yes, no,
Let's cuddle.
They look so cute. I would take them too. I'm like, I'll bring you home. You can have a place with us. So I love those pictures. And I do want to give a quick Fun to Know shout out. Today, Groundhog's Day, was the day of my parents' first date. So I'm glad they had that date all those years ago. Otherwise, I would not be here today. And hope they have a cute little dinner date tonight. They always try to mark the day and make it special.
Happy anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. Liacco.
Yes, Michael and Gail, we love you.
Aw, that's great. Well, we got to squeeze in a quick break, but please don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll show you how one teen is using her free time to help the next generation.
They love her, and she smiles and makes them laugh.
It's just so rewarding, and you just feel like you have made such a big difference in this kid's life.
Welcome back to Afternoon Focus. Whoa, check out this beautiful aerial shot of Miami at sunset time. We love our viewers there. Heck, we just love Miami. Everybody there's enjoying the temps in the 70s on this Groundhog Day. So enjoy the warm weather, and we hope to see you soon. Plan a Miami trip.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds great to me, and Groundhog Day isn't real there, so.
That's right. Oh, well, when it comes to schoolwork, some kiddos just need a little extra help.
And a young woman is volunteering her time to make sure students get that much needed support. Our friend Jason Grenauer is in Denver with a story.
So we want our hour to be the smaller hand. So where's the smaller hand pointing?
Elise Udi could be working on her own homework right now.
And remember that each of these is how much? 5.
Instead, this high school sophomore is helping younger students with theirs.
What I usually do is math.
Like her father and older sister, Elise is a tutor with Whiz Kids Tutoring. She started volunteering during COVID.
And I think because I had extra time and I always just saw them going out every week, I was like, I have extra time, it's COVID, why not try it?
Her goal? Try and make learning fun.
And I always try to make it a little fun with some games we throw in there. and maybe some things that they don't do at school. So then when they do it at school, eventually they can be like, oh, I know this a little bit, and feel better in this topic.
Elise has been an amazing tutor.
Well, we are so proud of you.
Karen Berg coordinates the Whiz Kids tutoring at this location. She says tutoring is just one of the many things Elise balances in her life on top of her own schoolwork.
I know she does FBLA. She works at a retirement home. She has her own Etsy spot. She makes jewelry, and she loves baking.
Karen says while Elise typically works with the same couple of students, all these kids know who she is.
I think her student would say that she's patient, and they love her, and she smiles and makes them laugh.
It's just so rewarding, and you just feel like you have made such a big difference in this kid's life.
That little precious teacher.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So cute. And those kids are totally going to remember her forever. Just,
oh, yes.
Miss Elise, we love her.
Yes. Well, and she's right, because teachers do make a big difference. I am such close friends with many of them that I loved, mentors, and teachers in different ways. Even like my cheerleading coach in college was one of the best teachers in my life, and still is, you know, and it's like when they can make some kind of an impact and help you grow and work to the top of your intelligence and really be able to exercise all of your God-given abilities and talents, they are special people that make this world go round.
It's so true. And on a funny note, I was in my second grade teacher's wedding. That is how close we were. I was a flower girl in her wedding.
That's so cute.
But so that's how much teachers can really make an impact is, you know, we became friends, and she became like a big sister to me, and we still talk to this day. And so it's such a special relationship, and she just really, you know, made you want to learn and made you love learning and going to school. And so just like we saw in that story there, it's, you know, just engaging and igniting that love for learning something different and new. And so I remember I taught at my church, you know, going through middle and high school, taught kindergarten classes for Bible school. And honestly, you get a lot yourself out of it as well, to be the one there, you know, and it's fun to see the little children like light up and have fun and be excited. But, you know, you go home at night and you think, well, that was a really enriching experience for me too, and I learned from them. And also, like we said yesterday, there's nothing more humbling than, you know, a little 5-year-old who's telling you the truth like it is.
Teaching the little ones.
Yes.
Yeah. My mom was a kindergarten teacher and really has the patience of a saint.
Yes,
and I always say that I can see her doing that because she is probably the most patient person I've ever met. And she would say, I felt like I shouldn't even be getting paid for it. I loved it so much. And it's just like, that's the hallmark of a great teacher.
Yes.
She loved teaching those children so much, and they loved her. One of them, it's funny, like they still keep in touch to this day. Like she's somebody she taught in grade school, and now like this woman's grown, has kids that are grown, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful bond. And we got to follow this little, I don't even know what I want to call her, this little like professor in training she is, because she's obviously a little genius, way ahead of the curve, and I bet she's going to do big things. So
yes, much more than just a tutor.
We'll follow her on Afternoon Focus, and we hope you follow us after this break. When we come back, we'll take you to Colorado, where a community of renters took control by owning the land that they live on. Thanks so much for staying with us. So imagine spending thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars on a home, but still living with the uncertainty of what a landlord may charge you for rent.
Very stressful, but the reality for millions of Americans, a reality that's becoming harder and harder to afford. As investors recognize how big of a real estate opportunity owning a park can be, our friend Chris Stewart found out how some parks have found a way to take control of their own future.
And that's the one that we used to live.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
A walk can be a good time to reflect on a journey. Do you remember how much they bought this trailer for?
Yeah, they bought it for $3,000.
$3,000?
Yeah.
For Alejandra Chavez, this trailer in the West Side Mobile Home Park in Durango, Colorado represents her family's journey from Mexico and the hard work of her parents to stay here.
Because they were working and paying for the rent, paying for the food and all that stuff. American dream is hard.
In Durango, the average home price is more than $700,000, according to Zillow. A mobile home is one of the few affordable options.
We work in restaurants. Some of our neighbors are nurses. We have dentists. We have housekeeping.
You can find this issue in many places. But the reason we're telling you about Westside is that when it went up for sale, those who live here found a way to buy it.
How much did it cost in the end to buy the park?
$5.7 million.
Wow. They came up with the money with the help of the nonprofit Elevation Community Land Trust, a company that works to maintain affordable housing. They also took advantage of a law in Colorado that says when a park is going to be sold, an owner must give residents a set number of days to come up with an offer to buy it. The law just changed from 90 days to 120. At least 20 states have similar laws, according to the National Consumer Law Center.
Real people live in these communities, and real people have, in most cases, limited means and really have to watch the dollars and cents.
No, when we came here, we looked at the housing and went, yikes.
Mobile home parks are important because it's preservation of affordable housing.
I sat down with those who live in the Animas View mobile home park up the road. They bought their park in 2021 for roughly $15 million with the help of another nonprofit, Rock USA, which has helped establish hundreds of mobile home co-ops across the country. Instead of a landlord calling the shots on issues like rents, it's a board of residents.
We make decisions about our park ourselves instead of an investor in New York City.
Today, Alejandra is the head of Westside's co-op board. She's working to make sure the opportunity this park gave her will continue.
Living in a mobile home park, I'm not ashamed to be living in a mobile home park. I'm proud even. I'm proud of living in a mobile home park.
Good for them. All right, Alexa, I want to ask you, please, about your time. You lived in Denver, Colorado for a long time, working for Scripps News' national team there. You've done stories on this, haven't you?
Yes, we have traveled through, especially the mountain towns. Housing has gotten so unaffordable, and this is not just a problem in Colorado, it's all across the country. And we went and visited a community up in the mountains near Breckenridge, and a lot of the families that work in the town and basically keep the town running can barely afford to live there. And so we spoke with a family who they had a basement lockout unit in the bottom floor of someone's vacation home, and their rent was almost $3,000, and they didn't have a kitchen. They didn't have a stove, so they cooked on a hot plate.
What?
And that was the cost.
$3,000 a month?
Yes.
And no kitchen?
No kitchen. And it was a really sweet young family who said, this is our home. We want to live here. We love the mountains. We love nature. They were very outdoorsy, and they loved having that connection with nature for their young son.
Sure.
But they were like, we don't know if we're going to be able to stay and afford to live here anymore. Wow. And so people
really
are being
sad.
faced with a lot of tough choices like that now. And so it's really nice to see those solutions like we just saw, that the people are not, sitting by and saying, okay, we're just going to let this happen to us. We're going to take action.
Yes, together. Love that about it. Everybody coming together, and there is strength in numbers, as the old saying goes. It's proven true time and time again. Well, stay right there, please. We have more ahead for you right here on Afternoon Focus.
Welcome back to Afternoon Focus. To end the show, we wanted to share a fun fact. If you own a Samsung washer or dryer, that jingle at the end of the cycle is actually a melody from Franz Schubert's Piano Quintet in A major, also known as the Trout.
And no catchy jingle is safe from TikTok, as we know. Yes. Check out this couple who actually choreographed a dance to the melody.
Oh my gosh, this makes me laugh. That is amazing.
They're so cute. Hey, they did a great job.
They are on it. Have you ever done a TikTok dance? I am not coordinated enough to do it.
Yes.
Because you were a cheerleader.
We'll do one sometime.
I'll
teach you. I promise.
Please.
It'll be good. You can do
Julie.
it. I promise you. Yeah, I love it. I live for the TikTok. I wish I had more time. I want to learn the dance Chris Brown was going to do at that, AMA's performance.
Okay,
So,
in between Court TV and this, we're going to tape it.
yeah, exactly. One of these days, I keep saying it. All right, well, please join us tomorrow to meet a group of women turning painful memories into empowering art.
To be able to give that gift to someone of like, let me help you love your arm again.
See the powerful story and head into the weekend feeling inspired. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching.